क्या आपने वो वाला वीडियो देखा? द वन नियर नवले ब्रिज, द वन विद द कोयता, three guys beating a rickshawala and throwing them off from the bridge. That poor man could have lost his life. Did you see it? If you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, to be honest, maybe you're better off. Because once you see it, you can never forget it. That was Pune, our own Pune. And something about watching that video felt very different. Not just disturbing, really shocking. Because it wasn't some other city far away. It wasn't some news that you normally ignore. It was a chalk, a road, a bridge, a place you have probably driven past 100 times. And I've been thinking about it ever since. Not just about that event, but about everything it shows us. So today I want to talk, not as a news anchor or something, but someone as a friend, someone who grew up here, who lives here in this city, who's seen this city change, and who has some important questions about where we are going as a city. So sit with me. This one's going to be a long chat. Let me start with something small, something you have probably felt yourself. You're driving, or maybe just walking, and you just little brush past someone. Maybe your elbow touched theirs, maybe you cut them off by a half a second. And the look they give you, here is like you murdered their entire family, isn't it? That particular look, the jaw tight, the eyes locked on you, the chin up, that bhaigiri wala look, like they are calculating something. And if you're reading the room, if you're honest with yourself, you know in that split second whether the next 30 seconds are going to be fine or whether things are about to turn into a bigger problem, into something you did not plan for today. Now, most of the time it passes. You go ahead, they go ahead, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the other person is what I call a hot headed person, someone whose fuse is already burned down to nothing. And here's the thing about hot headed people, they can read you too. They look at your body language. They see if you're the type to stand your ground or back off. And if they sense hesitation, they move in. Like it's a reflex. And if you do stand your ground, if you answer back, then in a few minutes, a call is made. And before you know it, there are 6, 8, 10 guys suddenly showing up with iron pipes, lathis, and of course, the koita. I've seen this. Most of you watching this have seen this too. Let me tell you something that happened to me personally a few years back. It was Holi, okay? Holiday mood. Me and my friends were at our usual tapparis near Siagar College in Vadgaon. Just sitting, making small talk, having a sutta break. Nothing happening. Everything was peaceful. Then a group of 18, 20-year-olds walks up with colors. It's Holi, so fair enough. We were open to it. But one of my friends politely said no. He didn't want color. Sounds normal, right? This teenager, clearly drunk, absolutely wired, got very angry, started cursing my friend at the top of his lungs, jumping at him, trying to kill him. We stepped in between immediately, pulled him back, tried to de-turn into a bigger problem. Then this kid picked up a giant rock. I'm serious, a full heavy rock, raised it above his head, aimed straight at my friend. We managed to push him back before he could throw it. And then the call was made. He's on his phone screaming, Are, ya laukar, hanla mala yanni. You know the type. Within 5 minutes, a guy shows up, calm, composed, gang behind him, iron pipes in hand. This guy looks at us, up and down, trying to judge the situation. At the same time, the drunk teenager is spinning this story. How we attacked him with stones. A group of 2 or 3 of us had apparently assaulted this poor innocent boy, according to him. Now, here's where we got lucky. The crowd that had gathered, regular people, chai wale, passers by and all, they knew what actually happened. And they had the guts to speak up. They told his gang leader the truth, what really went down. He listened, he looked at us again, and then he actually laughed, shook his head, took his drunk friend by the arm, and walked away. That was it. But here I need you to think about something. What if it wasn't us that day? What if it was a first year college student who just moved to Pune from a small town in Maharashtra, alone, no friends nearby, no crowd willing to speak up, no one who knew the gang leader or who he was? That student would have been beaten badly, maybe worse. That's the reality of the streets now. And it's not getting better, it's getting louder, it's getting faster, and it's getting more dangerous. Which brings me to what happened at Dattanagar Chowk in Ambegaon near Navale Bridge. A few rickshaw drivers, in a dispute, nearly beat another rickshawala to death and threw him off the bridge. Let that sink in for a second. Not a dark alley, not a remote location, a busy chalk, a highway road in Pune. After this event, the Pune police invoked Section 144, Zamawbandi, across parts of the city. No assembly of more than 5 people allowed. Restrictions on movement, increased checkpoints. And the moment I had that announcement, something clicked for me. Not panic, not fear, just clarity. Because this isn't just about one event. This isn't about one gang or one breach or one koita. This is a signal, a symptom of something much, much larger. I want to say something that might be hard to hear. Pune, the Pune we grew up in, is already gone. I know that sounds dramatic, but I mean it. Pune is gone. I mean it with full sincerity and no disrespect to this city that I deeply love and admire. The quiet lanes of Deccan, the college crowd at FC Road, the unhurried pace of a Sunday morning in Kothuru, that Pune, the cultural, intellectual, Apla Pune is becoming a memory faster than we realize. What's replacing it? Infrastructure, investment, population, power. Trees are being cut for metro lines and flyovers. Agricultural land is becoming townships overnight. Villages that were 20 kilometers from the city are suddenly within city limits. The skyline is changing every 6 months. And with all of that growth comes pressure on roads, on people, on nerves. And when nerves break, we see what we saw near Navale Bridge. Now, here's where it gets deeper. Because of events like this, the response from the administration is predictable. And I want you to listen carefully to what I'm about to say, not as a conspiracy theory, but as an observable pattern. When there is social disorder in a city that is economically important, and Pune is becoming very economically important, the system responds with control. Curfew like restrictions, checkpoints, surveillance cameras on every junction, AI powered identification systems, facial recognition, data tracking, and it all will be sold to you very reasonably, very logically, at safety. They will say, we are doing this to catch the hooligans. We are doing this as your daughters can walk safely at night. We are doing this to protect you. And you know what? They are not entirely wrong. Some of it genuinely is for safety. But here's the question nobody is asking: who controls the system that's watching you? This is what I want to introduce to you today. A concept I have been sitting with for a while now. I call it Matrix 4.0. Now, before you roll your eyes, I'm not talking in terms of the movie, the movie Matrix. I'm talking about something real, something already unfolding, something that historians decades from now will look back at and say that was the turning point. Here's the framework: humanity has gone through three major industrial revolutions, each one completely rewired civilization. The first, steam, coal, mechanization. Factories replaced fields, millions were uprooted, wars were fought over new economic power. The second, electricity, steel, mass production. The world got faster. Bigger empires rose, bigger wars followed. The third, computers, internet, digitization. The world went online. Information became power. And yes, more wars, more displacement, more control. Notice the pattern? Every revolution creates incredible opportunity, and every revolution also creates incredible disruption, social, political, and military. We are now entering the fourth, Industry 4.0, artificial intelligence, surveillance infrastructure, smart cities, biometric everything. A world where your face is your passport, your phone is your ID, and your behavior is a data point in someone's algorithm. And who owns that algorithm? That, my friend, is the question of the next decade. Right now, as you are watching this video, major cities across India are in the process of building out this surveillance network. It's not a future plan, it's happening right now. Tenders are being filed, cameras are going up, AI systems are being trained on Indian faces, Indian license plates, Indian patterns of movement. By 2030, and I'm being conservative here, every major Indian city will be covered under a near complete surveillance grid. Your commute, your friends, your habits, your politics, all of it mapped, not by a human, by a system. Now, is that entirely bad? Maybe not. Genuine criminals, genuine threats, they will have nowhere to hide, but neither will you. And before you think this is a Pune specific problem, it's not. In UP, you will hear it framed as a crackdown on communal crime. Muslim gang, Hindu boy, the framing changes, but the infrastructure being built is the same. In Mumbai, it's the campaign against illegal Bangladeshi migrants. Again, valid concern on the surface, but the surveillance network being built to address it, that doesn't get dismantled when the campaign ends. It stays. Worldwide, Ukraine, Gaza, Lebanon, Iran, these conflicts are not just tragedies, they are laboratories. Drone warfare, AI targeting, mass displacement, propaganda at scale. These are being tested, refined, and prepared for a world where every government wants these tools. Our Prime Minister recently made statements asking citizens to be careful with gold purchases and oil consumption. Read that for what it is, a preparation signal. Something is being anticipated at the highest levels of our government, whether that's economic turbulence, energy disruption, or something else entirely. The signals are already there if you are paying attention. So, where does that leave us? You and me. I'm not here to scare you. I'm genuinely not. And I'm not here to give you fake hope either. The kind where I tell you everything is fine and just meditate and it will all work out. I'm here to think with you. Because here's what I truly believe: the people who understand what's happening, who can see the pattern behind the headline, who can connect the Koita gang on a Pune street to a global shift in civilization, those are the people who will navigate this era with their sanity and their dignity intact. That's what this channel is about. We will talk about the street level reality, things you see in your own life, in your own city. We will talk about geopolitics and economics, the new world order that's forming right now, the role India plays in it, what crypto and finance mean in this context. We will talk about something I personally find most fascinating: the spiritual and the ancient. Because India's Puranic stories, our occult knowledge, our philosophical frameworks, they have a lot to say about the kind of world we are entering, more than most people realize. This is true. This is going to be a channel where we zoom out far and then zoom back in to what it means for your daily life. I'll be breaking down what I mean by Matrix 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and 4.0 in the next video in full detail. You'll want to be there for that one. Until then, stay aware, stay grounded, and don't let the noise take over your mind. अपना ख्याल रखना. And please, I'm a newbie in this video thing, so please, I'm sorry अगर मेरे एडिटिंग स्किल और ऑडियो क्वालिटी खराब लगी. थैंक यू सो मच. मिलते हैं.